Me, I'm fighting with God though. Me and God are not talking right now. Someone would say a testimony and I would say it's fake. I would hear someone talk about God and I would be like, this person is lying. When I started learning how to pray, I think I was rude to God because I was just asking. So I don't think I can actually say how life was in university on camera because I still love my family and I don't want to be disowned. I used to see people speak in tongues and I'll be like, so they're faking it. You could see me fighting with anybody. Like, little things would piss me off. I just sat down one day and I was like, what is missing? Hi, my name is Regina Ibeh. I'm from Mbinse, Imo State, and I'm a social media manager.
What was it like growing up? Tell us about your childhood, basically.
I was a sports brat. I got everything easy. I still get everything easy. I would go to school with money that my siblings had dashed me a day before and still have like food money again from my dad and mom. I don't know. I think because they knew that I was the last, like they all wanted to like do everything right. They all wanted to give me so much. My dad is very strict though, but still in a way he also spoils me. So yes, I'm not talking about like spoils like let me do anything I want to do. No, spoils in the sense that I had like a uniform for each day. My uniform would still be in good shape, something that like someone else would want to wear, and my elder sister can just come back and say, I don't like this your uniform, tell them to give you another one in school, I'll pay for it. Like, that's the kind of spoil I'm talking about. But when it had to do with way of life, my parents were very strict. Like, they didn't let me out of their sight. I was always inside. Our firstborn daughter me with 10 years, so 3 of them had seen life. They've made mistakes, they've gone through a lot, and they didn't want me to experience most of those things. So they prevented it by being very strict. They are still strict. Like, I'm almost 30 and my siblings are still strict. My dad will still tell me, I don't like that thing on your DP, remove it. He will still tell me, you are posting too much on WhatsApp, like that kind of thing. So yes, they were disciplinarians, they were very strict, but yeah, they just provided everything I needed. Yeah. I post it a lot that I'm so grateful to my parents for introducing me to God. I have not seen my parents serve any other person before. Like, I think that whenever I start my prayer, that's the one thing I repeat a lot, that I actually start shaking and crying a lot when I say is, I always say, God, don't put my parents to shame because you're the only one I've ever seen them serve. My parents taught me that serving God is not about the church. The name of the church can be this, that, but when you are in that church in the presence of God, you're talking to God directly. You are praying to Him directly. So in any form or manner you pass the prayer to Him, it's the same God you're serving and you're talking to.
Was there a moment where you personally decided that, yes, I'm going to follow Jesus, I'm going to live righteously, I'm going to try to live righteously?
I was attending Winners in university. I would go for Shiloh, I would go for Sunday service and all. But it was hard for me because for me, it was hard to pray for long. Like, I I could just stay and say that and say thank you, Jesus. Like, I didn't know. I had to learn how to pray first. When I started learning how to pray, I think I was rude to God because I was just asking, like, as if you have to do it. So, do you get? Like, yes, right now I'm at that point where I'm even asking him like that. But at the early stage, I was not asking right. I found out that there are different ways to pray. I used to see people speak in tongues and I'll be like, and so they are faking it and all that. I still can't speak in tongues, right? But I always have this moment whenever there is praise and worship, not even doing let us pray part. Doing praise and worship, I guess, like, soak myself into it, feel it with every part of my body, and I feel this sensation. I have these goosebumps going through my body whenever the praise and worship is going on. And you know, when you're feeling the presence of God, I feel it more during praise and worship than even during prayer section. I learned how to pray. I got closer to God from university days, but I gave my life to Christ when I joined Harvesters. Yeah, that's when I gave my life to Christ.
So I want to know a bit of what life was like before you gave your life to Christ, right? Like, when I say you did, I don't mean everything. I don't mean everything, right? But like,
Before I gave my life to Christ, I had doubts about God. Like, if there was truly God. Like, I had moments that I was beefing him. Someone would say a testimony and I would say it's fake. I would hear someone talk about God and I would be like, this person is lying. It was rugged. I could party, I could have 3 locations of party in one day. I could be the one, even from small gathering, forming a big party. I just looked at all those things and I was done with it. So now, if I want to even have fun, I get to choose the circle. I get to choose how I want it to be, how peaceful I want it to be, how useful like it is. That it has to be something that I really want to do before I do it.
so what was a typical day like for you in university?
So I don't think I can actually say how life was in university on camera, because I still love my family and I don't want to be disowned. When I moved to the island, I then started watching NLP, and then I became like very, very close to God. And I was attending Wednesday service. I even joined a small group. Life was just so sweet. Like, it was not now my parents pampering me, it was now God pampering me. I think there was a time I got 2 cars in 3 months, and everyone was shocked about how that happened, including me, because I didn't see it coming, because I know how I saved up for the first one and I didn't even expect the second one to come, and it came as a gift. I was in a stable relationship, everything was going well. I had 2 jobs and I was living the life. From nowhere, I started getting sick. I would stay and start having migraines. I started reducing, I started breaking out. Like, I was all these aunties that kids will say, because she never married, now why should they always divorce? Because you could see me fighting with anybody. Like, little things would piss me off. And I just sat down one day and I was like, what is missing? And I could not even pick out what was missing. I think what was happening was that I had 2 toxic jobs at the same time. My boss at this place was not even giving me hell, because I think he had some form of respect for me. But he was giving my other colleagues hell. He was talking to them anyhow. He was making them... Let me not go into it. Then at the other place, my breaking point at that other place was, there was a particular day that he spoke to me so badly. I went into the toilet and I was just crying. I couldn't even talk back. I couldn't even say anything. So I just went into the toilet. I started crying and I called my sister. She just told me, when you start crying at a workplace, you either let them know. I just looked at it and I just resigned from both jobs. And that was like September last year. I took 1 month to sleep very well. And then after 1 month, I stopped coming to church. I stopped joining prayers, our Tuesday prayers. My ginger for church activities was not there anymore. I got to one point where I even told someone from church that me, I'm fighting with God though. Me and God, we're not talking right now. I'm not coming to church because I don't understand. Like, he gave me all these things and he took it away. I was blaming God for everything because my relationship then too crashed. Like, see, I was just having toxic. It was just a lot at the same time. So I blamed everything on God. And when I prayed to him, I would be shouting, I would be crying, and I would be saying, are you trying to do to me what you did to Job? Like, are you trying to like take everything you gave? Is this a test? At some point, I would even say, okay, let me behave myself. Maybe it's a test. You will come true for me. Then after a month, if nothing changes, I'll beef him again. I'll be like, what's happening? You're not doing anything. And we will not be in talking terms. I was literally keeping serious malice with God until I started praying again. I just knelt down one night and I prayed and I told him, I apologized to him and I told him that I wanted to reconnect to him and I wanted him to help me. So every day when I pray, I would say, God, please, I want to know you more. I want to get closer to you. And the period I was beefing him, I had a particular circle of friends that were encouraging the whole me distancing from God. So I first of all had to cut them off. I isolated myself. I was always now praying, talking to God. My family was one, because my mom is always sending me prayers every morning. My dad was always sending me prayers every morning. If I don't reply, my parents will call me and be like, why are you not replying my message? My mom would just send me prayers and then tell me she loves me. So I think my parents, like my family, was one thing that got me to reconnect to God, because my siblings are also very, very prayerful. My brother works in the church, my immediate elder sister too. So like, we are a very strong Christian family. So yes, my family didn't let me lose faith in God. They actually helped me regain my faith in God.
Since you've regained your faith, what has life been like?
Great. Don't I look happy? Great. So the second car was after my life and wanted to kill me, was stopping me on Third Milan Bridge, was frustrating my life. And that was like number one on my prayer request. And I don't know, from nowhere, a buyer came and a seller for the new car came. Within the space of 1 month, I sold the car at a very good price. People were even shocked. People were shaking me for the amount I sold my car. See, I don't know, God actually came true for me in one thing that was really giving me serious stress, and that was early this year. Then for relationship wise, I'm still single, but I'm happy. I'm at peace, right? Like, it's boring. To be at peace is boring. Peace of mind is very boring, but I've gotten used to it. Like, I've gotten used to it, and I would pick peace of mind over fun, over parties any day.
So can you share with us one story of your experience with God working in your life?
I'm actually a living testimony. So I was brought into this ward at 7 months at Lutz Hospital. And the incubator that they put me in was too hot for me, that I hurt myself, a newborn baby. They had to bring me out because they couldn't leave me there because I was bleeding. And at 7 months, that's the only place I can be in. Nobody even know like how it happened, but my mom said it was just breast milk. Even when I revisited Lutz with my mom, just to like meet deep, if to see if people that brought me into this world were still there. I think I met just one person, and the woman was shocked that I was this big. She was like, are you sure? And for a premature child, I've not had any serious health issues. I don't think since I came to this world I've slept in the hospital more than once. And I think so when I was very, very small, when you have malaria, it's compulsory for you to take drip till you finish your medication. Not now that you can actually take your drip and go home. Then I think it's compulsory you have to stay in the hospital. I think that was the only time I slept in the hospital. Like, I don't have health issues, and that's one thing I'm grateful to God for, because I've lost someone, and her death actually made me to be more closer to God too, because at the time she was very sick, her faith was strong. So who am I? Like, she had hole in the heart, and her tummy was swollen, her legs was swollen. She was just a little girl, a young girl, and she loved God. Even when she finally died, it affected me, but I think the only thing that got me through it was God. I can remember when we used to buy her oxygen. Like, there was a time that oxygen even finished at Loot, and they were trying to buy more oxygen. And I just told myself that is it not this air that I'm breathing for free, that we are looking for where to buy for her? So I think being alive, being healthy, is the biggest testimony ever. And God has done so many things for me, but being alive tops it, because being alive tops it.
What does your relationship with Jesus look like today?
He's my OG, he's my paddy man. Like, he's my friend.
Greetings, and thank you so much for watching that video. My name is Eric Fireman, and I wanted to use this opportunity to share our mission here at Triple T. So we're on a mission of documenting 1 million testimonies. So if you feel prompted or led to share a testimony with us, please reach out to us by filling the form with the link attached to this video somewhere in the description or in the bio, depending on where you're seeing this, and somebody from the team will be in contact with you to shoot your testimonies. If you also have been touched by watching this video, please leave a comment or share this video with a close friend or a family member, and just make sure that you spread this impact in some way. Thank you so much once again, and God bless you.